As Nigerians, sometimes I believe it is very easy for us to kind of identify some areas of wastages in our economy, in our country. We know where the wastage we know where we are wasting money. We are wasting the resources. For example, we duplicate things. We duplicate things, and also we allow room for corruption, and we make things complicated. We make it complicated so that we can manipulate some kind of way. It's not just the government only, or our leaders only, that are responsible for that, but even we also, that are citizens, that are people. We always want to twist things to our own disadvantage. So we create opportunity for us to for ourselves to also be corrupt, and it shows in our system. It shows in our way of handling things. For example, we have 46 ministries. We have 46 ministries. I believe, no, this is just me now, my own opinion. I believe some of these ministries can somehow be merged. We can match them together because their function is really, really close. So instead of us trying to duplicate ministries, we can kind of narrow it down a little bit, and also to save cost. To save cost. The function of government is to create an enablement, to create an environment where jobs are being created. Is to create an environment where jobs are being created. It is not the function of government to be squeezing and fighting to create job. You create in the environment for jobs to be created. That is my understanding and it allow the government to basically focus on governing, on governing, not to be creating jobs. They create jobs when they need it to in the ministries, or in government sector, but to actually generate a job for everyone, for people. I believe the private sector just have to be given an environment. A great structure has to be implemented, has to be put up, for this to happen. Not for the government to be trying to create jobs. This is some of the foreign ideas that we adopted, and we don't really fully understand how it should work, or how we should make it work for us. So when we see the duplications in ministry, it kind of like this is wastage. Okay, let's even assume that we want to keep it, that we want to keep them, like that. Then why do we have each? Okay, so we have 46 ministries, 46 ministries. Okay, now then we have total of 475 ministerial departments. Now let me say this. Let me say this again. Let me say this again. We have 46 ministries, 46 ministries. Then we have a total of 475 departmental ministries. Ministerial, ministerial departments. That means average ministry has 10 departments. Now, to me, that seems to mean as giving room or for corruption, because now every single one of those departments in these 10 departments, ministerial departments in this ministry, it has to be headed by one person. So we have 10 people that are heading each department, which give room for manipulations of things. I mean, I understand that we know that, but we just have to create an opportunity for corruption, it seems to me, to kind of take place. If not, why are we doing that? Why are we having 10 ministerial departments in each ministry? Averagely. Because if we have, 46 ministries and we have 475 department, ministerial department, then we are not doing it as I think supposed to be done. There's so much wasted. I mean, let's look at it also. We have senators and we have House of Reps and the rest of them. Okay, so we have those which are their function is to make law, is to make rules and to make regulations. Okay, but if you look at how it's done, where we adopted this system from. Okay, the senators and the House of Reps members, they all have their own jobs. The function as a senator or as a House of Rep member seems to be part-time. It seems to be part-time. They don't work, they don't make law every day or trying to come to office every day because they have their other jobs. So they might pretty much work like maybe 4 months in the whole year. I mean, constantly working. When you gather all the days they work, it'd be like 4 months. Let's even say they work half of the year. Let's say they work half of the year. That's all. They are part-time. They work part-time. But ours, what law are we making? And we need all these allowances for what? What are we doing, for God's sake? What law are we making? Where we adopt all this system, they do it part-time. Part-time. They don't do it 24 hours. But I mean, they do it part-time. And you see how developed, how structured their system is. And now we have all this ministry. We have the ministry, three of 46 in numbers, and we have ministerial department of total of 475. So this is where we have wastages. These are wastages that can be prevented. And that is why sometimes we look at, people, we Nigerians look at ourselves and say, hey, we are creating a structure to fail. It's like we are deliberately, creating a system to fail because we know we can do better than this. So I would say the first thing is, if you want to be a government senator or whatever, it doesn't have to be full time. And if it is want to do it full time, you can, but your pay is going to be part-time pay. It's just too much money. Too much money while people are hungry. Where people are in need of so many things. Where the leader seems not to be found. Are we really, serious about some of the things that we do? It just doesn't, genuinely show who we are. As Nigerian, it doesn't really show us who we show the rest of the world who we are. We are better than what we are doing. We are better than what we are offering the world. So duplicacy of expenses and all these allowances and all we don't even generate enough thing to say we want to give bonus to some. What bonus from it? And again, this is just something different. How can the resources of a country be given to an individual, to a person? Like we award social person an oil rig. How can you award the resources of a nation, of the whole country, to some people? I say, this person have an oil rig here, he has a oil. It's just baffling. And I believe, us as Nigerian, that we can do better than that. We have done, better than this before. And this is what we had. And I just think one of our problem also is us trying to, put a stop into all these duplicate expenses and cut all these wastages off the line, and just let it, do it. Let us for one time be proud of us. Of course, this is just my own opinion, so I'd like everyone to kind of chip in and comment on this video, and just say what is the solution. I think the solution should be for us to first of all recognize those wastages, and for us to cut them out, and for us to to say, hey, all these bonuses and all these ministerial departments and all this is unnecessary. It's uncalled for. We don't need others to have an effective society. Thank you for joining me today. I would like you to subscribe to this channel, and share this video, and also to hit like, and let us just work together to bring this great nation of ours up, and at least we will have something to give to our next generation. Thank you once again. I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.